Hello, my name is Cybil Gordon. I'm a social worker here at the Family and Marriage Counseling Agency. I've been working with Carolyn and Maddie for 3 months now. Carolyn is a widow mother and Maddie is a 16-year-old teenager. They have been having communication issues and I've been working with them on that. In the last few weeks, Maddie has discovered she is pregnant and we are going to be discussing that on their issues with the communication issues. We will be using the solution-focused model. Hello, thank you for coming in today so we can discuss more on the issues and find solutions to these problems. Maddie, would you like to share the progress that you all have made in your relationship since the last time we met?
Yeah, well, I feel like we kind of had maybe a little bit of progress, not really like enough to be like really like a big kind of deal, but I mean, we're still kind of there, but we have increased like a little.
Okay, so there's still some struggles with getting your feelings out there to each other and agreeing on each other's opinions on things and seeing each other's point of view. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I told you all this the last 2 sessions to rate your issues and your feelings about your relationship. So, and you said the last time that your relationship was at a 3. Do you feel like it stayed there or it's moved up, or how do you feel?
Well, not enough to like go by the full number, but like a little still, like not making full progress, so we just
Okay. Well, I can see that there is some progress, but not enough to where you would want to be, but that will be worked on. Hopefully we can solve that. So, how do you feel about the progress that you and your daughter have made in your relationship since the last time?
I mean, I think we've gotten better, but there's still so much to do, and there's still nowhere near where a mother and daughter should be.
So you really want that relationship, that strong relationship with your daughter, where she can come to you with anything, and y'all can just talk about anything in general.
Yes.
And like I asked her, with a scale on 1 to 10, you said the last time a 3. Do you feel like it's still there, or it's progressed, or?
Slight progression. I definitely couldn't say a 4 yet.
Okay.
But a very slight progression.
Okay. And when you two do not agree when you're in your home, how do you cope with that?
Well, we just kind of just seem to go our separate ways.
Okay. So do you feel like that's how you handle your situations? Do you think that's the best way? And do you come back together later, or do you just?
Most of the time we just go our separate ways and then we're done. Like we don't even come back to like a common area whatsoever.
Okay. Would you want to find another coping method, or do you just want to build on that to like, I just need 15 minutes and then come back together, see if we can find other solutions and talk about it? Or?
I think we need to take a whole nother approach to this, a whole nother method.
Okay. And we can discuss that and try to see what works for you all, and we can just build that communication for what happens. So, your support system, how do you feel? Do you feel like you have a lot of support from your mother?
Well, ever since I've been to find out that, I was like pregnant, I mean, I feel like I've had support from my mom. Like, I feel like she's excited that she's told me, like, she's nervous about stuff, and, and then, I have some friends that are, there, and my boyfriend, I mean, he wants to be, like, part of this, but I feel like in the end he might not be. He's still kind of on the fence.
Okay.
And, I have, like some guidance counselors at school, like some other family I can talk to sometimes.
Okay. So, your boyfriend, you still have communication with him with all this until.
Yeah, I told him recently that I was pregnant. He's still just trying to, wrap his head around it.
Okay. Alright. So, do you feel your support from her, or do you have other supports with the issues that are going
I get my support with the church group.
on? Okay.
Get together with a group of ladies, we meet at church, luncheons during the week, and they become my support group.
Do you have like communication with her boyfriend to see his feelings and give his support?
No, not really.
Okay. Alright. So, when you become a mother, what is your plans for?
Well, I still do want to finish high school. I would like to start college if I couldn't. I know there's a good cosmetology school around that I could go to and do something there, because I don't want to be just a mom who has nothing and nobody, because I know my boyfriend's on the fence. And he might not be there, so.
So it sounds like that you have really thought about this, and with your body language, it seems like you're comfortable with your decisions, the goals that you've made for yourself. And have you talked to your mother about your goals?
Well, I think she's always kind of known that I didn't want to finish high school, because that's mostly every person's goal, hope so. But, not really kind of after that, because I've still not really nailed it, but
Well, it sounds like you've really thought about this, and you are wanting that bright future and really want to meet your goals. So, and we can talk about that more and stuff. So, what is your goals for her or with your relationship building?
I just want her to feel like she can come to me, like she can trust me, that I'll be there for her and the baby. Because being a single mother is hard. It's something I've struggled with. And I want her to have the support, and I want her to feel comfortable coming to me.
Alright. So when you first found out about the pregnancy, how did you feel about that?
Honestly, I was terrified for her because I didn't know what she had planned. I knew being a single mother is not the easiest task. I was afraid she didn't know what she was getting herself into. And then just knowing our relationship and how I felt like she really was going into this one.
So you definitely have your fears and your concerns for her of when she becomes a mother, and your fears of her struggling like you have, in which that is normal for mothers to do. So, have you even thought of what you're going to do, if you have the struggles and?
Not really. I've kind of noticed, that mom struggles from time to time, and I know we don't always have everything together, obviously, so.
Okay. I just feel like that, she's really concerned for you, and she really wants to be there for you and your child. And so we're just going to find that common ground to where y'all can meet in the middle and talk about those things and agree with each other's opinion, because we all have our own opinions. But we are going to find the solutions to where we can work on that. So can you tell me of a time that you two have agreed on things, if it's when she was little or right at teenage?
I feel like we were closest while she was growing up, but then when we lost her father, it created this strain, and then instead of trying to fix it then, I've let things just get out of hand, and now we're where we are.
So you just, with the issues that happened after the father passed away, you was hoping that she would just come around to come to you. You was just giving her that space and that time to make her own decisions. So how did that affect you when your father passed away? Did this when the communication issues first started?
I mean, I guess, because I've always felt, when Dad was around, I was always Daddy's little princess, he didn't have, like a son, but he had the daughter. Like, it was his precious daughter, and he wasn't doing anything for her. And I felt like a princess with him, and then obviously, when he passed, I mean, I was no longer anybody's princess. I couldn't just walk up to Daddy and just get a hug. And couldn't just pick me up and run me across the house in the shoulders anymore. Wasn't the princess. I was something else.
So what are some strengths that you all know within the relationship that can help you make changes with your communication?
I really think we just have so much in common that we should, I don't see why we would communicate that
And do you have any comments on your strengths within the relationship?
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm getting ready to become a mom, so I mean, that's going to do something, we got
You'll both be moms, and you will learn from her different things of how to be a mother and being that role model for your child and things. So how do you feel that your relationship will be with your mother within a year?
Well, hopefully things will be better, and I'll leave her the child by then, so maybe we'll get closer, and because I know maybe it can be a good thing by bringing families together, so maybe this can help.
And how do you?
I also hope that we're closer, that she feels like she can come to me with any issues with her, with baby, any questions. I want it to be a very open relationship.
With this discussion going on, I feel like that maybe that we can try one solution in sitting down. You two can sit down when you're at home at night, 2 nights a week, even if it's at the dining room table or on the couch, and just talk about your day, or talk about how you're feeling, and if that works, then we can progress on that. And if it don't, and you're having issues with it, you don't know how to take this, then you can call and we can talk about it here, and I can see what's going on, where the weaknesses are, or I can come into the home and see where the weaknesses are there and see what we need to work with. In the first session, we talked about doing an eco map, and you all told me about the supports that you have and stuff, and we're just going to do that again, see if there's any supports that need to be added, and where things has changed, if the relationships got stronger, because the other session you all had mentioned family and your friends and work, so we're just going to touch up on that, and I'll put it in your file, and the next session we'll talk about it again. So I'm just going to draw this out. And what would you feel like your family, is it still a support, showing energy?
Yeah.
Okay, so family. Okay, so they give energy to you and you give it back. Okay, so we're just going to see that energy flow there. And what about friends? Is it like a stressful relationship, or is it the same with your family, that giving the energy, or okay. I know earlier you had mentioned your church group. Would you?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Do you receive that energy just from them, that support, or do you switch that energy all?
It's probably more I receive it from them.
Okay. Alright. And would you feel like with your school or with boyfriend or?
Yeah, same with mom. I just get it from them, really.
The church group?
Or
the friend?
Yeah, like with the school.
Okay, the school. Alright. So, we'll just add them. Alright. Is there any other groups that you all could think of that you should support from?
Not that I can hear.
Okay. Alright. Well, we can, if there's more with in our next session, then we can add to it, because this grew since the last time that we had drawn one of these out. We are coming to an end at our session, so do you all have any questions or any other thing that you want to talk about?
With the tonight's a week thing, should we just talk general or should we have focus talks?
Whatever you feel more comfortable with,
Right.
whatever you feel that energy, and it's easy to talk to. If it's, you done something at school, you've made an A on the test, and you want to tell your mom and talk about it, then talk about it, and it could lead into more conversations. And then if an issue comes up, then you can discuss on that and try to find your differences and how you can meet in the middle. Just any way you feel like you need to talk about something, just to get that communication started, and you can build on that, and your relationship will build stronger. So we can schedule another meeting now for next month. Do you have a certain date that you want to meet, or do you just want to call in at the beginning of next month?
We'll call in at the end of the month.
That is totally fine, whatever works for you all. You can just call me at the beginning of next month and we can go from there.
Okay.
Alright. Well, thank you for coming in. I hope things get much better and we can find this solution. So, thank you.
Thank you.